Okay, so today is the service delivery case study and the WPO sections. So starting off with the case study, I'll read it. So on Saturday, you are at home taking care of home and family when your cell phone rings. You pick your phone up and hear the voice of a recreation therapist who is working the Saturday shift. She lets you know that there has been an accident. The children's mental health group was playing soccer, and one of the children fell into a 6-inch hole and was being transported to the hospital with a broken femur. You are upset. You had walked the field on several occasions and reported the issue to the grounds maintenance. You had instructed the staff to place cones around any holes in the ground when utilizing the field. The public also used the field, and on multiple occasions customers had brought this issue to your attention, and you had forwarded this information to your administrators. In many ways, this was a perceivable accident, a preventable accident. You knew this. Podcast or something, but starting off with the first question, what are the areas the management should address for service delivery? So like safety of clients, I think, will be one of the service delivery areas that would be affected by this. What do you think, Sarah?
Would accountability be one? Because
Yeah, I could see that.
she was accountable to. She already reported the issue though, so.
Somebody was accountable for sure. I don't know if she was accountable because she had informed other people.
Yeah.
But either management was accountable or groundskeeping was accountable for not listening.
Yeah.
Because
hopefully she wouldn't be sued, right?
Yeah, she probably would be, but she probably would win. It would move on to someone else because there was a story Sister Green was talking about, and she said that their program was using the schools fields and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so they go and they'd tell the fields, tell the school district that they needed to fix it, kind of thing, because and so it ended up that the school district, when someone did get hurt, was held accountable because the recreation department had already talked to them saying, we need this fixed. We saw this and it needs to get fixed or else someone's going to get hurt. So that telling them that makes them accountable for it.
Yeah. She'd probably have it documented, so she's probably good.
Yeah. What other areas?
I guess the documentation one. Just that she had documented that she.
All the times you see them and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why you know that it's getting covered and you are. It's email, making sure you're emailing them and not just talking to them, so that you have a electronic trail of what you've said. But it's not your fault.
Yeah, that's.
Okay. How can the manager better evaluate the services offered? Be specific. So,
well, I mean, I think they did a good job of checking the area. Maybe, well,
I think when they are
so.
Go ahead.
Maybe she could have warned the other staff that the hole was there and to make sure it had been.
Well, she told the staff to put cones around any holes they found so that no one would run into them without knowing. So she did also tell staff what she needed to do. or
That's
what they
true.
needed to do to like, even though it wasn't getting fixed, there was like some protection. But I think it could have started like at the beginning when whoever they were renting the field from or like anything like that, that um, that they get like specific details of like what to do if anything goes wrong. Like, do they need to write maintenance reports or do they need to like how do they get it
How to
fixed? So like
report it.
what services are offered at the field? Like, because maybe the groundskeeper he doesn't do that. Maybe they like special contracted out to someone else. So um, like making sure that you understand like when you are going to rent a place what is offered there. Um, and then like in their specific like plans to their clients saying like it is not our job to like maintain the field. We have like contracted it out to someone else so that
Mm-hmm.
like they know as well, like there's in documentation that there are like
Yeah.
protocols
And
set in
maybe
place.
there's a way they could have used maybe another field
Mhm.
and was fixed, possibly.
Yeah. Yeah, like if there's like in their contract with whoever they're doing it with, like if the field is in like bad repair, they get it like a different field. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Would be a way.
How can the manager better evaluate? Yeah, I guess just like making sure, I guess for evaluation of it is like documenting what they see and like how bad it is and stuff like that. So like I don't know, they could have like a sign out for um like when the soccer game's going on, having like a sign as people walk in being like there are holes in the field, be careful. So
Yeah.
I don't know how professional
Danger.
that would be, but like it just so like they're like, yes, you saw the sign when you walked in.
Yeah.
It is your own fault now. Um
Yeah.
no,
I know.
I don't
Like,
know. Hmm.
because I wonder if there's a way you could make sure your staff place the cones there. Like,
Well, yeah, that's also
if
when she's
just
like, yes, she
remind them.
told staff, but like, did the staff actually do it when the lady or like when the kids got hurt? Like, were there cones there? Because if there were cones there, then like they can't be at fault. But if like they forgot or
Mm-hmm.
were told and didn't think it was a big deal, you never know.
They could get in trouble.
Yeah. Okay. And then how could creating a service delivery plan prevent negligence or malpractice? I think that's
One,
where it's like making sure that you have a plan in place so that when problems do arise, you have like a specific thing that needs to be done. Like, so they found out there's potholes in there. Like, the next step is talk to administration, right? You like tell
mm-hmm. Yeah.
administration and you like tell like the company that you're taking it from. I don't know if administration would want to do that or if they'd want you to do that. But like that's where that protocol would come in place. Like, who do you speak to make sure that you are covered basically?
Yeah.
Because like you have to make sure you're telling the right people. You can't just like take that information and not tell anyone. So creating like a service delivery plan allows you to know who you need to talk to, what like is it a big deal? Like maybe there weren't lines on the field. Like, is that something that needs to be brought up, or is that um, something you can get away with? Like, can you just put cones there instead, like at the corner, so you know, like, is it going to like affect the safety? So you need to know like how, like what area it's going to be under, because that would probably be under like, um, uh, what is it called?
Yeah.
like
There's like
experience of it or something
accountability.
like that.
Yeah.
Like how you experienced their facility. Was it like well kept or stuff like that? It'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Then there's like,
And
yeah, I
then like
think,
how it prevents malpractice is that it makes the staff accountable for what they're doing. So like it makes it so that they
hmm
can't just like do random things. They have like protocols in place that they know what they need to do so that they don't have
yeah.
malpractice.
So even though she had those things in place and instructed the staff to do it, and they didn't do it, they could be held accountable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was
Because then it would be on that staff member who
yeah,
forgot to put the cones out. It probably go to two places. It go to that staff member and then it go to that other company. Although
yeah,
the bigger company would probably try and like push it off on that staff member.
yeah,
But depending on the staff member, they may have like, or depending on the company, the staff member could be covered by the company. Because even though the staff member didn't put cones there, it may not be, it may have just like been like a safety precaution. It's still not like their fault to put cones
yeah.
out. Do you know what I mean? Like
Uh-huh.
even though she asked them to put cones out,
Yeah.
um,
It should have been fixed.
it should have been fixed by the other company. So although it would make like the staff member like, I don't know, they may have negligence with that for not, or they may have like malpractice for not looking, like for not taking care of the safety of the clients because they
Yeah.
forgot. But yeah, how do you think they could have prevented negligence, or how do you think the plan prevents negligence?
I there it talks about like the accountability, what you were saying about the protocols, and then so I think the documentation, just like having like the report there, like we were saying, like she instructed the staff to put it there, but did she tell them like face to face or was it over email? Did they get the email? So making sure everyone's on the same track. Then, like the podcast talked about the online documentation thing help in this case, but just in general, it would help the whole staff to be on the same like course, like knowing how to help each client or that are wrong in a certain area. I just think documentation could help.
I like it. Sounds good. Okay. Well, and then it's our WPO sections, but we don't have to talk about those. So.